Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. You got to love CNN sometimes because, well, they'll have guests on there that are actual dingbats and don't understand anything at all. And when one particular person who happens to be a black dude decides to say that men are men, it offends a white dude that believes that men can be women. A trans ally, I guess you could call this particular white dude, who got really offended on behalf of trans women everywhere, apparently, which I just think is ridiculous. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's all those things, right? But hey, guess what? CNN is using up their time slot very, very well by having a guest like this on their program to get upset over a black man saying the truth. Oh boy, the actual horror. And then guess what? The storm that is unfurled after this is just, it's pure entertainment, man. And then you have the black woman in the scenario trying to diffuse these two dudes going at it. It is just absolutely pathetic. It really is. That you've got these weak-minded dudes out there, like this white dude, okay, that actually believes that men can be women. That's the problem in our society. You have a lot of male feminists. I guess you could call this dude a male feminist. You'll see him in just a moment. That believe that men are women. And we should be respectful. We should be kind. We should embrace the delusion, the Lulu, even more. We should just welcome them with open arms. And if we don't do anything but welcome them with open arms, we're transphobic. And we can't stand with transphobia, can we? Because that's hateful, and I won't stand for it. I'm a trans ally, people. Anyway, have a watch of this 2-minute long clip of these two guys going at it over trans rights and transphobia. It's a beauty.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls' softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that.
Let's reset for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't think you're not, just to be clear, you are not being targeted.
I am, but it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not intending. He wants to sit here and
calling you transphobic. I'm saying you're using a phrase that you know.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're using that
my point in terms
to take away healthcare from thousands of people.
Hold on, just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working.
In those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls' sports. First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical Association.
This is not about the issue.
Guys, just a second.
I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I'm not going to listen to you call trans boys men. I'm not going to listen to this. No. It is unacceptable. And you have the lady. They're not women. They're men. Hello, dingbat. I'm not going to listen to transphobia. Well, why in the world are you even there? There's no such thing, I'll have you know, as transphobia. There can't be some sort of phobia that has been created that some people get scared over the fact that a person identifies as something they're not. If you can't actually be something you're not, how can you actually be afraid of something that somebody is not? Boom. Mind blown, right? I know some of you are trying to follow along with what I just said then, so maybe rewind and re-listen in case it went over your head. I'm not saying that it did, but if it did, rewind it because it took a lot for me to actually get that out. I'm not going to say it again. But nevertheless, this whole confusing rhetoric and the whole stupidity of it all, it's just funny to watch these dingbats like this dude have a go at somebody else like, oh, I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. It's unacceptable. It's hurting my feelings. I'm a trans ally. I'm a good trans ally. You see trans people that are watching CNN, all but two of them, I am all for you. Yeah, buddy. Unfortunately, the guy's name is Jay. So that's a problem. I'm not going to, I think I should tell him where he should shove his opinions and whatever else, especially for the name Jay. Just, mate, bugger off, honestly, with this whole transphobia nonsense stuff. Like, the idea that you are saying at the moment that I'm not going to listen to him say that boys are boys or trans boys are not girls. They're boys. Yes, let's go with that. I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to stand it. And then the girls is going, out of respect for Jay. See, that's what I mean. Like, you don't even have to be, quote, trans, but you've still got to respect the dingbats that get offended on behalf of trans people. How does that even work? I'm a good trans ally, man. Got you. I'm going to get offended on your behalf. Like, how absurd is that? Those ads were not lies, by the way. And what they're talking about, in case you guys weren't already wondering, is the Republican Party. The reason why I think they won was, number one, this issue, this boys identifying as being girls and then entering into female spaces, it upset a lot of women, a lot of mothers. They didn't want their kid to be, you know, their daughter to be either R-worded or attacked or abused, or their rights be significantly taken away from them at the hands of men. Turns out that abortion isn't the actual number one issue for a lot of women in America. Happens to be trans issues, because men finding this loophole, deciding, you know, I can be whatever I want to be and everyone else has got to like it or lump it, is a problem. It's a massive problem. Men have their own rights, right? But now they want extra rights on top of the rights they've already got. And they want females to abide by their extra rights. And they're calling that trans rights. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. It doesn't work, but they're wanting it too. So this black guy, I don't even know his name, just call him black guy because that's what he is talking about how a lot of Americans decided to vote for Trump because he doesn't stand for any of this stuff. And this dingbat, the white dude, Jay, he's going, oh, it's all a lie. The ads that they ran, it's all hateful rhetoric. No, the ads that they ran were quite truthful, with Kamala Harris wanting to fund trans surgeries for prisoners. That's truthful. So you can shut up, mate, because you don't know jack all. All you're saying is, oh, no, my small sliver of the population is getting offended right now. What do I do? I've got to defend them. Yeah, buddy, I got you. Oh, boy, these dingbats don't actually listen to reason or rationale, do they? And this black guy is actually, you know, being quite polite. Wasn't intentionally being transphobic. He was stating facts. But nah, not going to listen to transphobia at this table. Not on my watch. Not when two trans people are watching and my reputation's at stake for being a dingbat. Anyway, that's enough from me. This actually passes entertainment these days, right? The left have gone nuts. Hopefully, some sanity is going to be brought back, and I won't have to watch these painful numbskulls talk anymore. Anyway, you guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.